The title of my presentation is Profile of an Entrepreneur. Is the Dream Possible? First, let me give you a definition of an entrepreneur. A person who organizes and manages any enterprise, especially a business, usually with considerable initiative and risk. There are various synonyms to risk. There are venture, peril, jeopardy, imperil, and danger and chance. I find the most significant of the six is that of chance, the absence of any cause of events that can be predicted, understood, or controlled. I would like to introduce to you retired Army Colonel Clarence Colbert. A profile of Clarence Colbert. The name of the business is Global Technology Solutions, LLC, GTS. His background is a retired Army Colonel. A brief description of the business. It was founded in 2006 in Corrales, New Mexico. GTS's specialty is information technology and telecommunications consulting, in addition to design and build classified data centers. GTS is a service-disabled veteran-owned business. The mission statement of GTS is, our mission and values are to provide elite professional information, technology, and telecommunication solutions to secure our communities and homeland. Clarence Colbert has a very impressive resume. He has a bachelor's degree of science in mathematics. He has a master's degree in computer resource management. He has a master's degree in business administration from the Thunderbird School of Global Management. He has been branch chief and computer system manager at Kirkland Air Force Base. He has also held the title of operations officer in the Korean Intelligence Support Systems. He has been division chief of U.S. Army Reserve Command in the Pentagon and in Washington, D.C. The interview. What were some of the determining factors that drove you to want to become an entrepreneur? He stated self-reliance, independence, political expediency, having the experience of working in the Pentagon and not being hired by Sandia Corporation and Los Alamos Labs revealed that this was no environment in which he would be happy. The skill set he had acquired let him know he could create a niche in which he could be successful. What issue did you encounter in starting your business? He said limited access to capital, past performance issue, the lack of a business credit line, which would have allowed him to take care of payroll, which would have given him the ability to take care of variable and fixed costs, and would have given him a 6-month reserve to sustain the business. The data center design build market is a very difficult market in which to penetrate with limited capital. As you started on your journey, was there a mentor behind you? He stated the best was the Small Business Development Center here in Albuquerque. He got a large amount of support from the executives of SCORE. And he also got a great deal of support and help from an ex-military friend who provided any and all the consulting direction he required. As an African American, was there an issue which has inhibited your ability to progress? You stated limited access to capital, trying to do business with the federal government as an outsider, the gatekeepers preventing access to key decision makers, the recession, the shrinking of the federal marketplace, and the implementation of sequester in the current President Obama administration, which severely impacted the military. I asked the question, why would a prospective customer choose your company over one of your competitors? You stated the honesty of those individuals employed at GTS, the professionalism invoked in each and every transaction acquired, and he stated that GTS provides or prides itself on getting the job done within cost, schedule, and adherence to performance criteria, which is very important when you're involved in government contracts. I asked, what factors will determine your success or failure over the next 5 to 10 years? You said increased access to capital, success in winning various proposals, increased access to key decision makers in both the private and public sectors, access to various contract vehicles, such as service for veterans-owned business, contract bundling by the federal government under T4, and the ability to partner with large contractors which can provide the necessary implementation support. If you could do it all over again, what change would you make? Was what I asked Colonel Colbert. He said he would have attended the Thunderbird School of Management immediately after retiring from the Army, because it would have allowed him to minimize many of the mistakes he made initially. One being the benefit of understanding how to effectively implement a startup. Two, he would have garnered a better understanding of how to leverage other people's money. He said he would have avoided starting during the recession, and he would have taken full advantage of the previous Republican administration when funding of the military was in full swing. I also included why entrepreneurs fail. The ones in red are the items that I felt are particularly pertinent to the current GTS company. No revenue, business opportunities are limited, unable to execute, competition is too much, inexperienced team, resource requirements were underestimated, and he has no marketing. I also included what I'll call interviewers' notes and comments. Classified data centers major players in the market include Holder Construction Company, who has constructed over 100 data center projects in the last 10 years. StructureTone constructed over 21 million square feet of mission-critical facilities. And Turner Construction Company, which is leadership in industry, environmental design. They have an accredited staff, and they provide custom software applications for data centers. GTS's inability to acquire small business set-aside status, meaning SBA 8A, has severely impacted its ability to partner with major firms in the industry. GTS has been a party to several major contracts that were awarded but never funded due to sequester. The lack of capital for the evaluation, preparation, and submission to RFIs, RFPs, and RFBs will continue to inhibit the success of GTS. Based on the various indicators of why entrepreneurs fail, in my opinion, GTS has at best a 30% opportunity for success. It is the opinion of this interviewer that the savings grace for GTS will be an immediate partnership or association with one or more of the major players in the data center design and build market segment. And these are my references and citations.